streetlights poured a honey glaze across the kitchen floor, and silence pressed between us, one we'd never felt before. I remember the soft hum of the fridge, the ice against your glass, and how your shadow on the cupboard door kept stretching as it passed. My breathing felt like brittle thread I couldn't trust to hold. We stood just past the breaking point, a story yet untold. But the world outside kept racing fast, while time for us was made of glass. You leaned in close, and there I caught that tiny, perfect, nervous spot shining in the corner of your eye. And suddenly the moment slowed. The planets aligned, the moment I left every past self behind. The clock froze still at midnight on the wall, and the future said its echo down the hall. You didn't shout it, didn't whisper it low, but the fire in your gaze told me where to go. The night you said forever, it wasn't a word, it was the only sound. The night you pulled me into holy ground. I felt the sudden pressure drop, the air grew thin and sweet, like standing on a rooftop edge with nothing under my feet. 1,000 memories rushed in, the promises I broke, the hollow things I handed out, the fragile words I spoke. But this was different, heavy gold, unyielding and profound. No safety net beneath the fall, no shore and solid ground. Your lips began to form the shape of every dream I'd known, and I held my breath until that dream finally took its own. Forever is a promise whispered in the dark, a dizzying, impossible, brave and blinding spark. It isn't measured by the stars or centuries unbound, but the choice within your gaze, the single source, the fertile ground. We built a lifetime in a blink beneath that amber glow, a fragile architecture only we could ever know. And now the seconds move again, the night keeps rolling on, but the calendar of forever starts right here, from dusk to lights poured honey glaze across the kitchen floor, and silence pressed between us, one we never felt before. I remember the soft hum of the fridge, the ice against your glass, and now your shadow on the cupboard door kept stretching as it passed. My breathing felt like brittle thread I couldn't trust to hold. We stood just past the breaking alone. But the world outside kept racing fast, while time for us was made of glass. You leaned in close and there I caught that tiny perfect nervous spot shining in the corner of your eye. And suddenly the moment slowed. The clock froze still at midnight on the wall, and the future sent its echo down the hall. You didn't shout and didn't whisper it low, but the fire in your gaze told me where to go. The night you said forever, it wasn't a word, it was the only sound. And now you pulled me into holy ground. I felt the sudden pressure drop, the air grew thin and sweet, like standing on a rooftop edge with nothing under my feet. 1,000 memories rushed in, the promises I broke, the hollow things I handed out, the fragile words I spoke. But this was different, heavy gold, unyielding and profound. No safety net beneath the fall, no shore and solid ground. Shape of every dream I'd known, and I held my breath until that dream finally took its own. Forever is a promise whispered in the dark, a dizzy and impossible, brave and blinding spark. It isn't measured by the stars or centuries unbound, but the choice within your gaze, a single source of fertile ground. We build a lifetime in a blink beneath that amber glow. Only we could ever know, and now the seconds move again. The night keeps rolling on, but the calendar of forever starts right here from dusk to dawn.